Hey all, Tony Bing here, hello and welcome back to another video for Marvel Strike Force. Now, with the latest release of the game, we have had Rhino come out. He's a pretty standard character overall. However, the one part of his kit that's really going to shake up Arena a fair bit, I believe, is his passive, and I'll actually bring it up now. So if we look at the part of the passive that I believe is really important here, is that on blind you can change his speed bar by 100%, and also on blind he clears one negative effect from self and each ally. So it doesn't have to be a specifically Sinister 6 allies, you can put them in any team. At the start of a match, Magneto will fire off the blind on everyone, and then what will happen is it will instantly fill the meter of Rhino by up to 100%, and it will clear the blind on everyone as well. So it completely changes how you're going to take on teams that are either comprised fully of the Brotherhood, or a very common setup we see all the time in Arena is Magneto and Juggernaut. Previously there was no way to really lock down Juggernaut because you were blinded, but if you can shake off that blind, it then allows you options to maybe apply Disrupted, and then in the next turn apply Blind, and so on as well. So what we're going to do in this video is we'll jump into Arena and we'll try some different setups to actually see how we go on here. Now, it is the first time I'm trying these, so no way I'm guaranteeing that this is a sure to win setup or anything like that. It's more experimenting and seeing how it actually turns out. So let's jump in and we'll see how we get on here. So for this first match, we're going to try a potentially quite risky setup where we don't use the blind ourselves in turn number 1. We're going to save it to turn number 2. The idea being that we're going to apply the Disrupted. So we'll cast this here on Juggernaut, and it means he can't taunt up, which means he won't have immunity, which means in turn we can actually blind him and he'll miss with his charge. But it's just whether or not we can actually survive turn number 1 with Rocket and Star-Lord. We'll see who they potentially take out. Now, what I'll actually do when I think about it is I'll actually taunt up via Rhino, because he's not really going to be doing anything, so he can soak up damage from, I think it'll be Rocket that's going to go next. So let's taunt up here. He's already done what I needed him to do, and it was cleansing the blinds so that Sabretooth and also Pyro can make the most of their skills. Let's see. There's Pyro going down despite that. Let's carry on enemy and see how we get on. So what we'll go for now, for this, and on the next turn we'll have the blind from Magneto, and that will stop the ultimate on Rocket and also the charge on Juggernaut. Whether or not that'll be enough to pull this back 3 against 5, I'm not quite sure, but let's give it a try and see what actually happens here. There we go, we're able to soak that up. We'll go for the ultimate here, of course. We don't have full damage, but I really want to get these guys down as quick as possible. There you go, he missed, so that's really nice. Rocket's firing off his ultimate. The way it works is all down to whether or not it gets energy from Magneto, or from Star-Lord even, on that second turn. So the way it worked there he didn't, which meant his ultimate went in turn number 3. But he's used that, so that brings down his effectiveness. From here, let's go for Star-Lord. Just reason being you've got the death proof on Rocket. We'll fire this off here at the back. There we go, they're all pretty low. Are we able to do this? He was blinded there. I didn't actually notice that. As I mentioned in the intro, this really isn't showing the most ideal run or anything like that. It's basically just playing around, doing a bit of testing with the removing of the blind, and seeing how that can work in setups. We should hopefully be okay here, even though we had a really bad start with Pyro going down. Let's see, we're blinded again here. Healing on Sabretooth helps out a ton. And that's us. So that's nice. So we did lose the 2 characters there. If we wouldn't have lost Pyro, then it would have been a lot better, I imagine, but that's 1 win there, so I'm happy enough with that. Let's go in and try a different setup now. For this next match then, what we're going to do is we're going to cast the blind in turn number 1, just to test it out and see how it actually works. When we try it this way, how much of an advantage we get from not being blinded ourselves, how much burst damage we can put out. See if we can take down Minerva nice and early. So from here, I'm not actually going to taunt up yet, I don't think, to be honest. So let's actually go for this one here, the ultimate. done decent damage considering how low he is, to be honest. Then you've got the taunt in there via Juggernaught. Let's see. So we'll go for the double bleeds here. And we'll go for even more bleeds. Hopefully you get enough to take out Minerva. Yeah, there we go, that's Minerva down. And then we've got more AoE damage. When I was talking about Rhino, I was talking about the fact that with Sinister 6, when he's charging, he's only hitting adjacent targets, but if you put him alongside Magneto and everyone's grouped together, then it does certainly make him a lot more effective. So let's fire this off. Still annoyed by the fact that it's identical animation to Juggernaut. Don't care what anyone says, that's completely lazy. Alright, here we go, let's fire this off now. May as well go for this, just to extend the bleeds. So it's made this one nice and easy, and I've been blinded, I keep forgetting about that. There's no blind on Sabretooth this time though, so here we go for this. So we'll be taking a charge from Juggernaut, I imagine, unless we can take him down. In fact, there we go. That's us. That was nice and easy. There's definitely a lot of options that have been opened up. We'll see if we can get one or two more here. So I went with a really random team here. The idea for this one is I want to see if I can actually burn down Juggernaught. Now, Miss Marvel won't be affected by the blind at all, but in fact, when I look at it now, I will Daredevil, but I suppose Sabretooth won't be. So we'll see if that's me packing enough power to actually take him down. So let's just fire this one off here. Curious when we'll get the blind on Magneto. There we go, because we only had the one Brotherhood character, of course, so it's delayed a little bit. There's the blind. And we'll start to work on Juggernaut, see how we get on here. He's taunted up already. I suppose it's the whole filling in the speed bar really that makes that so difficult. We're still going to hammer away on him as much as we can just to see how we get on it, out of curiosity. But if we don't stop the Juggernaut charge, then that's us screwed really. So it's nice that they're missing at least there. We'll get double attacks here. Let's go for this, just purely for the extra damage, not for the cleanse at all, because we won't get the cleanse. Juggernaut's going to get his charge, I believe. Yeah, he just got it, and his health was so low. Not sure if we can do this one, it's going to be extremely tight. Really is a bit of a random team, as mentioned. If I had Rocket and Star-Lord higher, I probably would have used them, because as I mentioned already, you've got Daredevil and Captain Marvel that to an extent ignore the blinds with their setup, but their power levels were high enough, and because this is Arena, some of the opponents are really pretty high. This is going to be tricky. Let's see, Mystique can be a pain, but with the regen from Captain Marvel, she doesn't get takeout. In fact, this Mystique, if we look at her, 7 red star, I don't think I'm going to be able to get past her at all. Let's see. It's going to be really close here. 58,000 and I hardly even scratched her. She's immune to bleed, if I remember correctly, so there's no point casting the ultimate. Let's just go for this. Can we do it? Get rid of the death proof there. And there we go. We managed to do it. So as I mentioned at the start of the video, this wasn't really about theory crafting the best teams or anything like that. It was just about playing around and seeing what options are available for Rhino. So if there's any ones you can think of yourself, let me know in the comments below, and if I get enough suggestions to actually do a video, then I'll look to go ahead and record that as well. But I hope this has been interesting enough. So he can counter Magneto to an extent, but I wouldn't say it's a hard counter or anything like that, because you have to really work around various teams to try and take down the Arena opponents that Magneto appears alongside. But it's interesting, and it gave me something to play around with today anyway. So thanks for tuning in for this. I'll see you all again soon.